Yo, yo.
LL Cool. Hey, my brother.
What up? What up? What up? What
Ladies
up?
and
Who turned the
gentlemen,
phone
he's
up?
the host of let me see, the funniest show on earth where they lip sync. I've never seen something so funny before in my life, man. And dude, I'm so proud of you, man. You have really done so much, man. Dude, you're doing everything, man. You're acting, you're rapping, you are. And the thing to me that really fucks with me is I go, damn, this guy is he's not too much younger than me, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely in the 50 thing, and he's still a sex symbol. Ladies and gentlemen, this man is still a sex symbol. This
Well,
man is still a sex symbol, man.
yeah, well, I mean, I guess when anybody walking in a club want to be a sex symbol, right? We all want to, but I really never, that's not really what's about for me. I just love our culture, love what we
Right.
doing. I do it from the heart, you know what I'm saying? And I do it for everybody who grew up like we grew up, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
came up like we came up. And
Right.
it's just, I do this from the heart, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just happy to still, be doing what I love. And I'm happy that I'm able to still make a contribution, you know what I'm saying? And
You
I mean, you
definitely
did so
do.
much. You
You
inspired
definitely
me
do.
so much, you know what I mean?
You're doing it, man. You got like what, like I think it's like 13 albums, over 250 songs, B. Nobody does that. Like you are the man, man. You are the man, B.
Yeah, I got a lot of songs. I'm grateful. But you know what, man? It was the songs that you guys wrote in the freestyles, like, The Problems of the World Today and
Mm.
M4000 and, and It's Magic and It's Rocking It and all of that. Those are the songs that really inspired me to do a lot of the things that I did. As a little kid, even though, yeah, we're not far apart in age, but in terms of, you doing what you did, like, it inspired me so much, you know what I'm saying? Just as a
Right.
kid in the, in the basement, in the attic in Queens, just listening to the words that you said, as a junior high school dude, you know, um, you made me feel like I could do anything. And for when you growing up in the hood, as a black man growing up in the hood, it's like, we feel invisible. We feel like
Right.
nobody
Right.
sees us, nobody hears us. We
Right.
feel like, most of us don't think we're gonna make it past 25. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And so so you guys inspired me to want to go after my dreams. So, like that was the whole reason why I wanted to be here today, is because I feel like you've done so much for the culture and you deserve that respect. You
Man,
know what I'm
thank you
saying?
so much, man.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, L, man. And that's a big up coming from you, man. Because you've done things that I've only dreamed like, yo, one day I'm gonna do it. I'm watching you doing it, and it's like I'm doing it. Because watching you doing it is such a big up to me. Going, look at L, he doing this. Everybody knows that I want to be an actor. I've been doing. I don't know if you've been seeing my videos. I've been doing my little acting thing and stuff like that. If I can
Yeah.
get that big shot like you, I'm gonna be out there with you, B, because I'm definitely working at it. Let me
Well,
ask
I
you
don't
this,
see why
Elvis.
you can't get a shot. I mean, shots are out there.
Well, I'm pressing for it. You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
pressing for it. I'm doing what I can. I've been taking classes and everything. You know what I'm saying? And once I get that, one day I'm gonna be on your show with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play a criminal or a cop or something.
I
But as
love
long
it.
as
I don't see why we can't make that happen. We need
well,
to
well,
figure that
let's
out.
make it happen, Janelle. Let's make it happen. Boy, I'm ready for it. I'm
We're gonna
ready.
have
You
to
know what I'm
figure that
saying?
out. Yeah.
You know, let me ask you this question because I know, like a lot of people, since they knew that you were doing the show with me, I've been getting emails and texts and everybody. You ask them this, ask them this. I'm not asking you anything too deep that we know we can't. I don't really want to get into. Like, for instance, I'm not going to get into the Kumo D battles and shit like that. I mean, people ask you that all the time. Everybody knows how that went or whatever with that. I want to ask you some simple stuff that people may not know. Like, how did you get signed to Def Jam?
So the way I got signed to Def Jam is like I basically went to they used to have, when they had record stores, I went up to Record Explosion and bought the song It's Yours by Tila Rock. And
Right.
that was it was on Streetwise Party Time. It was on the Party Time label, but it was Def Jam Productions. And Rick Rubin
Mm-hmm.
had his production company on there. So I went, my mother took her tax return and bought me some drum equipment. It just what happened, the timing was right because I was about to quit. And so I bought the drum machine, went to my man Spin Master Finesse house. We did a demo. We didn't even know how to program the joint, so we did it all manually. And
Right.
I sent the tape in, and Ad Rock from the Beastie Boys heard the tape because he
Mm-hmm.
used to hang with Rick a lot. He liked it,
Mm-hmm.
and he gave it, to Rick, and then Rick called me. But like I became a fan at 9. I started writing at 12. You know, at 14, I wanted to make a record, and then to be a professional recording artist. It took 2 years, and when I was 16, I finally did. Because, you know, I used to be down there, like Julio Guina and all them dudes. Like, I was trying to get down with, where, you know, with Fox, where Silver Fox was taking me to meet Julio and all of them.
I was there. You used to come in the record shop, and I used to be there.
I wanted to be in.
I don't know if you remember this, but you used to rhyme to me in the record shop.
Absolutely, I remember, at the record shop.
Yes. My man Valerie Graham, Peso's brother, always brings up. Man, LL used to be right there in the record shop, right there. Remember, he called me the other day. He was like, yo, make sure you remind him. Like, I ain't got to remind LL. I know he remember that, man.
Listen, man, I spent so much time in Harlem coming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, I'm Queens through and through, but Harlem was my second home. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
I was in Harlem a lot. I went to Bronx too, but I was in Harlem a lot. I spent a lot of time in Harlem, B. You know what I mean?
One time you pulled up in front of my building in 1470 in Manhattanville to give me a tape, because I let you hold a tape. You was bringing the tape back. And one of the girls in the building, the young girl, you kissed her hand. Till this day, she talks about that. She's listening and watching right now, and she texted me today. She texted me the other day and like, "Oh, he kissed my hand." I remember that. I said, "I'm gonna see if I'm gonna bring that up, and maybe one day he'll get to do it again. You know, he'll come around again." But
what's her name? What's her name?
Oh, her name is. Let me see, because I don't want to say her name. Right? Just put it like this, because I don't want to blow it up. Just say Miss Thomas.
Miss Thomas, what up, baby?
Just say Miss Thomas. That's all. I'm not going to, because
yeah,
Miss Thomas from 1470. You know you are. Duana, all right? Yeah, I ain't want to do it that way, but you know. But anyway, dude, you kissed her hand and she lost her mind, and she's been losing her mind ever since.
Early days.
Yeah, man. Since people knew that you was coming on with me today, people been texting me and calling me females and all that. Make sure you tell my husband this and my husband that. You know, you have been married to every woman in Manhattan, in Manhattanville, in Queens, in Harlem forever, man. You've been doing it, man.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Hey, El, what was your most controversial video?
Oh man, I mean, I didn't really have like controversial videos. I mean, I had, you know, like all kinds of stuff though. It depends on what it is.
The video that made the most like let me say not controversial. The video that made that made the most like the ladies loved the most.
Oh well, as far as that, I probably like the Doing It joint, or maybe Paradise. You know, when I was getting my Aquaman on and all that. You know what I mean?
Doing it in hush. Doing it in hush.
Hush, doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, it's funny, Mike. Like honestly, you know that all of that, you know, the girl part of the, you know, my career is really by default. You know what I mean? Like. You know, it's just like any other dude in school. Like, I just, you know, I like girls. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
That's all I got to talk to them something. You know what I mean? But I wasn't like, I never really was trying to, like, do it like people, like, kind of paint it. You know, I was really just being myself, and it was kind of flowing like that. But I wasn't, like, purposely trying to, like, you know what I mean? It was more, it was natural. You know what I mean? Yeah.
When did you realize that you arrived? Like, when did you realize, like, okay, I'm here now? Because I really been making tapes, you sitting in tapes. When did you realize, okay, this is
when I got the call back from Rick. When I got the call back from Rick, I was like, yo, it's on. Like, you know, remember, I made my first song, I Need a Beat. I didn't even have a contract.
Right.
I made my first song with Def Jam with no contract. That's how hungry I was. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we got the deal on my second single, and then we got distribution through CBS for my album, for my first album, and things kind of took off. But, you know, it's funny, man, like, for me, I'm still I'm really very much in it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still very, 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 very hungry, you know, and I still really, really, really want it, you know what I'm saying? And so, you know, even though I've done a lot and I understand that, I'm thinking more about like the next album, you know what I mean? And the next thing. And I know, you know, we live in a time now where it's very unusual, you know, for people to think that artists that have been out a long time can do things that are super impactful. But I believe it can be done. And I think I'm gonna prove that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Speaking of something like that, your radio station, Rock the Bells Radio.
Yeah.
Oh man, that is like something that we needed, because what it does is you go back and you pull out all the old stuff that people didn't even understand and don't know where a lot of hip hop comes from, like certain samples or even ideas where it came from back in the day. You got you got like Cold Crush. I remember listening when the radio station first started. Every 15 minutes, I would hear Kaz saying his joint. And, you know, me and Kaz is always together. That's like my best friend. So me and Kaz is always together. We be in the car. He'll go, let it go right there. Let it go right there.
No doubt.
I was killing him.
You know what it is? I'll put it to you like, to see, this is my thing, Mike. Like, you know, I named my first album Radio. Radio was always important to us, especially that generation that was raised on the radio. Now we embrace the internet. Things are different, on demand, etc. But streaming. But I felt like, you know, classic and timeless hip hop, dudes that, you know, paved it deserve respect. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see the Fearless Four get respect, Crash Crew get respect. I want to see, you know, Force MCs, MDs, whatever you want to say, respect. I want to see Treacherous get respect. I want to see Cass, Cold Crush, Fantastic Romantic. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I felt like the only way to do that was for me to take the bull by the horns and actually do something about it, because I didn't feel like I was hearing the music. So instead of me crying and beefing on IG and talking about what isn't happening, I just went on a mission. And it took me 5 years to convince, you know, Scott Greenstein over at Sirius to give me the channel. You know what I'm saying? I was working on it for like 5 years, you know what I mean? Trying to get him to give me the channel. And when I got it, I just wanted to make sure that I was lifting these guys up, because I know, I was like, I know what it's like, quite frankly, when some program director just decides arbitrarily that he's not going to support you. Right. And it's the worst feeling in the world for an artist. You know, because you coming from the heart, and this you got this program director who, you know, is fronting on you for it could be for a billion different reasons. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna have my own channel so that I can give all of the guys and girls, the people from our culture, the love that they're supposed to have. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna use my power and my influence to get that done. And now I'm very glad. We went from, when it was Backspin, it was like 1.5 million listeners. We over 7 million listeners daily. Almost 30% of the people who listen to that channel are under 25. People don't even know that. People assume that it's not, but they don't realize that them Gen X's, like people my age, is grabbing their kids and saying, yo, listen, you hear this G-Rap record? You hear this Fearless record? Yo, you hear this? You hear this Big Daddy Kane record? Like, listen to this. You know what I'm saying? That's why, so that station is for the culture. It's not about me. I'm not trying to put myself up front. Definitely for the culture. It's for the culture. I didn't even want to put LLCOOLJ's Rock the Bells radio on it. I just wanted to be Rock the Bells, but that was just part of the deal, something they really wanted. So I went with it. You know what I'm saying? But it's for the culture. And I mean that sincerely. So, you know, our people, we have to have, you know, we need, if they're going to respect Bono and you're going to respect Bob Dylan, who's all good, I like him, I know him. If you're going to respect Mick Jagger, you give respect to Bruce Springsteen, then you're going to give respect to Rakim and Mighty Mike C and Grandmaster Caz and Melly Mel and the rest of them as well. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's make sure that respect is evenly matched. You know what I mean?
And we appreciate it, man. We needed something like that. You know what I'm saying? And now, after all these years, I can still hear my record on the radio. You know what I'm saying? And it's not like it's once a year.
And get paid for it.
And get paid for it. Yeah, I get paid for it. And usually, what happens is you don't hear your record, especially like in my era. We don't hear our record but maybe once or twice a year, and that's like on New Year's or Christmas. They'll play it on the radio. Oh, record from the past, and you get some of that. You know, I hear it in the clubs, but on the radio I wasn't hearing it. Now, when I'm in the car or whatever, and my station is on Rock the Bells, Rocking It comes on. It's magic. Comes on, Problems of the World, he's playing, and I go, wow, you know, he's playing these joints, and I actually get a little residual from it, so it's a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? I'm glad you said that. I'm actually, after we do this, I'm gonna play Fearless records even more. I'm gonna make sure we bump up the rotation some more, because, you know, I want y'all to live, man. Like, I want to see us live. Like, I want to see dudes live. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's important. You know what I mean?
We definitely appreciate you. DLB, who's watching right now, he already hit me up and told me he's definitely going to be watching.
The microphone wizard, y'all.
The microphone wizard. And yeah, man, you know, I was hating at you that you sent for the microphone wizard and left me. And left me here. Everybody went. LA went, Cass went, Mo D went, DLB went. I was the only one still here. I was like, now how you didn't send for me?
You said Cass. Now you said you and Cass best friends. Now Cass knew everything. He had all the info. I said, yo, Cass, I don't mean to blow players up. That's like some dry snitches. So I apologize, Cass. I was fouling me. But yo, I wanted all of y'all there. You know what I'm saying? I wanted all of y'all there. You know what I mean?
All right, well, you owe me a trip out there, man.
I got you. Matter of fact, I got you. If I owe you, I got you.
I'll tell you when I need my trip. When I need my trip out there is when I finally get my break on this acting thing and I got some type of audition or something out there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard.
We're going to get you an audition. I mean, like, let's figure it out. I'll try to work out for you to get an audition on NCIS Los Angeles. You know what I'm saying? And you know,
I love it.
You might have to play a dead body, though. You know?
Hey, listen, I'll play a dead body, a live body. I'll play anybody, man. You know, because, you know, I'm an entertainer.
I know.
I'm not just a rapper. I'm an entertainer. I sing, I dance, I rap. I do everything. And right now, I've been really trying to reinvent myself as far as this acting thing. Everybody's been watching, man. I've been doing all these TikTok videos and this and that, but I be doing it a lot to the point that I got like a little tiny small fan base for it. You know what I'm saying?
You got a fan base.
Everybody's saying, listen, man, you need to contact Tyler Perry or something. You need to do something with it. And I'm like, well, in the industry, it's more like who you know than what you know. It's like if you know somebody, if you know.
Well,
you know.
Mike, can I add to that? It's who you know, but it's also the actions you take.
Yeah.
Remember, let me check this. You may not know somebody, but if you take the right actions, you can meet somebody. So it ain't only who you know. It's because you meet people.
Yeah.
So you got to take the action. So, you know, it's like you got to stand up and be like, okay, you know, you might have to, you know, get a plane ticket on a Humble and get you a room for 2 days and just be wherever you feel the action's at. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you got to just be on it like that.
Right. That's how Fearless Four got started. That's how I started in hip hop, because me and Tito used to walk around to different parties when they playing music outside and actually get on the mic and do our shit. And we wasn't scared to do it nowhere. That's where I guess we were so fearless, because we wasn't scared to do shit nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And we knew that doing that was going to blow us up. Finally, next thing you know, we're at the station with Mr. Magic every night, chilling with him. You know what I'm saying? So it just evolved into that. And even with Marley Marl, I know Marley Marl is my man. I actually remember when Magic met Marley Marl. Dr. Bob Lee introduced him. I was right there. I was right there. Bob Lee introduced Marlon to Magic. And because Magic was like, who's that DJ over there? Because there was some big WBLS event outside. Marlon was DJing. Bob Lee brought him to DJ. And Magic was like, who's that? Who's doing that? And he said, this is my man Marley Marl. And I went right there, introduced us both at the same time. And me and Magic started going to Marlon's house. And Magic asked Marlon to come on the radio because Magic was playing his records and talking. Magic hated doing that. He felt that he deserved a DJ, and all he had to do was just do the commentary or whatever, do the talking part. So we got Marlon, and Marlon started doing his thing, and it went from there. I was right there when it happened. I'm like the Forrest Gump of hip hop, man. I was there.
You was there. I feel you. I like that.
You know, I was there with the Force MDs. I went with Mr. Magic to go to find them in Staten Island. I was the one that told Mr. Magic about the Force MDs. I was there when I was one of the judges when we judged for the Fat Boys to win when they won the Apple. Yes, I was one of the. We was one Fearless Four, the judges. You know what I'm saying? It was so much. So I was around so much. With Dougie Fresh was there. I was there with you coming to the record store. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they was to make a movie about my life, all right. Well, you know, with every little thing, I had something to do with something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like the Forrest Gump of the hip hop scene in Harlem or in Manhattan, I guess, or New York or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But L, you've done so much, man, and we're proud of you. It's like it seems like more of a phenomenal. It's like a dream, and that record, something like a phenomenon. That's one of my favorites, by the way. I want to let you know that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Yeah,
doing it and Rock the Bells.
Yeah,
nothing is better than Rock the Bells.
Yeah, that was a fun one. That's a fun one. Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
it
did it
came
on
out
another
magic.
track at first, right? You did it on another track first, right?
Yeah, well, originally it was going to be the Mardi Gras, obviously, Rock the Bells, you know. But
Run DMC had it.
Rick and Jam Master Jay, Rick went in the studio with Jam Master Jay and did Peter Piper, you know. And I'm like, but Rick, I was going to do Rock the Bells off of that. Ah, don't worry about it. We make something else. I'm like, make something else. So then we made the original version, and I was like, it's all right, but that ain't what I wanted. And then we made it again. And you know, the LLCOOLJ is harder. Made that one, and it kind of went off. You know what I'm saying?
That was
It went
it.
up
That was
for real. It went up crazy. It went up crazy, and it's like still to this day one of those records that DJs that are really into scratching and really nice with the turntables, they use Rock the Bells and they go bonkers with it. So it's good. You know what I mean?
Oh, I was watching I think it was two shows. The Hip Hop Awards when they honored you, and the Kennedy Center thing.
Yeah.
I think they honored you. Oh man.
Kennedy Center honor. Yeah, I got one of those. Yeah.
Oh man, you don't know how proud I was, because it's like, yo, man, you don't know. I knew him when he started. Like I feel like I'm part of him, and I help inspire this man to do what he's doing, and he's doing it.
Mike, I mean, you definitely did, man. There's no question about it. I mean, you know, you, Peso, you know, DLB, Tito. I mean, you know, just as a group. I mean, all of, you know, I mean, I memorized the lyrics to F4000 with the vocoder. Be like, I know the joints. I know the freestyle on the other side of Problems of the World Today and all that. Like,
yes,
sir.
Like
I was listening to the music. You know what I'm saying? Even the Cars joint. Like even that. Like the records that you probably think people don't know. You know what I mean? Like so, you know. So it's like, you guys definitely inspired me. And I don't have no problem with the, you know, with telling the world that, you know, because it's real. I was a little kid. Like, you know, when you in the hood and you feel like you under pressure, those records can like change your life. You know what I'm saying?
You're basically you're like one of the only people that kind of big up us when you get awards. I've watched you get awards, and you go back to you always seem to mention the Fearless Four. I want to say thank you
because you guys matter, dog. Like it's not, you know, we gotta, you know, this idea that, you know, people have to be either worldwide mainstream famous or some sort of financial or fame level in order to be recognized. I think that's totally wrong. I think that people make contributions to people's lives with creativity. And you guys made a contribution to hip hop culture with your creativity. I don't need you to be, you know, on the cover of some other magazine or on a you know, big TV channel for me to recognize you. Like that's not what this is about. This is about, you know, dudes that put the work in and made this art form what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you deserve as much respect as me or Run DMC or, you know, whoever else you want to name, you know, because you made a contribution to our culture, man. So like this idea that like I don't have to be on the cover of Forbes for my contribution to matter. I don't have to be on a television show for my contribution to matter. That music, a little boy listened to that music and it changed his life. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit changed my life. You know what I mean? So it ain't even about like I don't care about like whether you walk in a store and people recognize you. That don't matter to me. It changed my life. You know
I appreciate that, man. And another thing that I'm most proud of you about is that you're a family man. And you love your family. And you
gotta love your family. You gotta love your family.
Man, that is so deep to me, because that's what we needed. It's like it seems like now, I don't know whether it's since the COVID thing or whatever, but it seems like everything's kind of evening out with that. You don't see black men cheating like they used to, a woman cheating. It's all about that family. You find that person you love.
You know, Mike, they out here doing some things.
I mean, they're doing what they do, and you don't see it as much. You know, you don't see it as much. You see more of a connection.
Well, they home. You gotta stay home. You got the mask. You gotta stay home. You know what I mean? It's hard to kind of move around. You know, it's hard to get out there and really get into it and all that. But
I think that's why, man. I think that's why. Like people listen to that, yo, man, I'm stuck in the house. I better make it work somehow. And that's what's working. But it's and you make it look easy.
Well, you know what, Mike? Look, listen, man. I was far from perfect, man. I promise you that.
I know.
If y'all got a pedestal, put it this way: if there is a pedestal, you know, my butt cheeks won't fit on it. You know what I mean? Like I am not that dude. All right, I'm just not going to even lie to you. And you know, my girl know that, and you know, my life, and I've had moments. But I will say this: I always believe in taking care of my family, and I always believe in making sure that my kids are good, and I always believe in being there for them emotionally, not just financially, and you know, doing right by the fam. So, you know, family is extremely important. You know, I ain't trying to say I'm perfect, but family's important for sure. You know what I
I,
mean?
that's what's up, man. L, man, I'm proud of you, man. Dude, the family thing, the hip hop thing, the awards, you're an actor, you're an entrepreneur, you're a good businessman. You're all around, and that's what we need. You know, nobody should ever just find one avenue, because we have so many avenues. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it took me some years to kind of realize that the way I want to realize it. That's why I'm trying to do so many different things, and I'm trying to focus on so many different things. And I have to say that you inspired me to do that. You know what I'm saying? By watching you, like, yo, man, if he can do it, I can do it. This is my dude. I know that I can do this, man. So
you definitely can. You don't limit yourself, right? Like a lot of times, what gets people in trouble is, like, you know, deep down inside, in the places where they're not talking to people about, they kind of don't believe that they can make it happen for themselves.
Right.
And they never really quite admit that. They wouldn't say it publicly, but deep down they be feeling like, well, he can do that or she can do that, but I don't really think or know that I can do that. But guess what? You can.
You can do it. You can.
You can do it.
I know,
you can
man.
do it.
Like,
yo, you can do it. Like, I'm telling you, man. Like, listen, like, you know, raised in Queens. I was born on Long Island. I was raised in Queens. You know, from the basement going over to my man Cornell house on the south side, sleeping downstairs on the mattress this big, directly on the floor, listening to old New Edition songs. I had a $40 room, a $40 a week room in Brooklyn, in a brownstone in Bushwick, Brooklyn, on Cornelia Street. I'm up in the brownstone. I'm listening to Sade. I don't know how I'm gonna get this next $40. My grandmother kicked me out at 16. I slept on a train. You know what I'm saying? The E and the F train and all that. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you can do it. I'm telling you, you can do
Cornell, I know Cornell was your road manager at one point. Remember Big Cornell?
Cornell's my road manager. Yo, Cornell's so funny and hilarious.
He was mine too. He was our road manager at one point too. Cornell, he's from Manhattan. His brother or cousin, matter of fact, his cousin lived in my building in 1470. So we used to see Cornell all the time.
Yo,
and
Cornell was like, yo, he hit you with the, oh my goodness. Yeah,
that's how he used to do it. Here's something that people don't know. When we made Problems of the World and when we made Dedication, Cornell taught us how to breathe.
Yes, he taught me too.
Yes. That's the
he
thing.
Taught me too. He taught me how to sing I Need Love and how to get on stage with the I'm Bad and walk around and like all that. Like Cornell taught me all that. You know, Cornell be walking in, he be smoking a pin joint, talking about, you know, I dance with Alvin Ailey and you know, I know karate and all. You know what I'm saying? Like, he be telling you how he know karate, smoking weed, he know karate and all that. You know what I mean? But he was the funniest dude on the planet, man. I love this dude, man.
I miss him, man. He was
a funny dude, man. You know,
he was mad cool. He was a real cool dude.
He know karate and all that.
All of that.
Weed. It's like Cornell. He done took 3 or 4 African dance classes, and now he flipping the kicks and he know karate and all that. Like, he was.
remember when he came? He did the Apollo Amateur night, and he had on the Michael Jackson jacket and came out.
Oh my God. Oh my God!
I'm laughing forever, and I think I seen it like maybe twice after that before he passed. But
yo, he was so funny, man. God bless him. May he rest in peace.
It's good. I'm glad we could bring him up there. Cornell was cool. My man Silver Fox.
Silver Fox, Silver Fox. Basically, he's the one who helped me kind of master the craft and really get into rhyming, thinking about cadence, thinking about syncopation. Thinking about flow. Silver Fox was kind of like, you know, walking into the Kung Fu Master, how you see the students go to the Kung Fu Masters and they learn the martial arts on another level. Silver Fox taught me how to rap. I already knew how to rhyme and all that, but he helped me like take my craft to another level, you know, in terms of just how we, you know, do things, you know what I'm saying? And it really helped me a lot. Like I spent the whole summer up there in Harlem. That was
I
when I
know.
was about 16, right before I made my record. I was there
Right.
like all summer long. I was
And
there
that's when I
day.
met you. That's when I met, because remember the record shop was right across the street from my building, and I used to be in
Yeah,
the
yeah.
record shop and used to rhyme and go, yo, and I used to go, you and Silver Fox both saying little rhymes. Check this out, check this out. I go, yeah, 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 and I give my little critique and shit like that. But I always knew that both of y'all was some good motherfuckers. I always knew.
Yo,
I said these boys is bad, man.
yeah,
They
yeah,
definitely
nah,
gonna do
man.
something.
I remember walking behind that record shop, being able to walk behind
The counter.
the counter felt like I was making it. I was like, yo, I can walk behind the counter. That felt like something. You know what I mean? Like I'm behind the counter in the record store, being like,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
going to another level. Like, you know what I mean?
Chico's record shop. That was a Chico's. Chico
Yeah,
had.
yeah, Chico's record shop. And that's across
Yeah.
from Manhattanville. What's the
From
project?
Manhattanville, right across from
Manhattanville,
Manhattanville.
yeah.
That,
Right
that,
across from
building right there
Manhattan.
was the
I
building,
was
that building
there
right there was the
all
building I
summer.
grew up in. The building right there across was the building I grew up in. That's 1470.
That's
1470.
crazy. Like, I mean, yo, that's why I've always, like everybody know I run in Harlem a lot. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
yeah, I was there all summer. It was
You
crazy.
was in Harlem a lot. Remember, you used to hang with Alpo and all of them and shit like
Yeah,
that. You
yeah.
know?
With Paul, with Rich, AZ, my man Chuck used to take me down there, and
Right.
I used to hang out with 132 crew over there and all that. But that was
Uh-huh.
later when I was making records, and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, I was hanging with them and all that. But but on the rap tip, you know what I'm saying, just on some hip hop, on some pure hip hop, it was
Right.
like I was there just loving it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like loving it.
Yeah, man. That's amazing, man. That we can go back to those times. And I remember one time I was on tour with Kumo D, and I think it was in St. Louis, and you came on the stage.
Yeah, I remember that.
And right before that, you called me. I was walking the hallway. You see me. You called me in your room. You had a suite. I came with just me and you in there. You said, yo, you all right? Such. Yeah, man. You was like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here for no staggering nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to do my thing. You know,
Yeah.
just what you like. You know, I was like, yeah. I came out. I told myself, man, L ain't here for no bullshit, man. Just here to do L. Just be an L.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just putting a little pressure on them and all that. Just a little fun, just put a little pressure on them and all. sometimes you gotta just put a little pressure on them, man, and just keep everybody in the zone. You know what I mean?
To do my show. I think maybe since you did it, anybody come do it. And a lot of people don't know that you and Mo are good friends now.
Yo, me and Mo are very cool, man. He calls me up. No, we're very cool, and I have a lot of respect for him. I mean, I grew up listening to his music. I have ultimate respect for him. He just, he got mad at me because, he expected an 18-year-old, a 16, 17-year-old straight out the hood to be talking like a college graduate. And that was not gonna happen.
Only thing you can talk about is what you knew. You was only 18.
I know, but Mo, like, he wanted me to be like, 30 years old with the cigar pipe, like, you know what I mean? And it was just like, but I'm a tobacco pipe. But I got respect for Mo, supreme respect for him. Everything, his contribution to the culture. I play his music on Rock the Bells. Like, I even play the records with him going at me because I feel like his fans deserve that and the culture deserves that. So that's another thing on the channel that I don't do. I don't like not play Cannabis or not play Mo or not play. Like I got an Ice T-shirt on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like front on dudes because we had competition. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because, and that's all it was. It was just and that's what hip hop is about. Hip hop is about competition. Hip hop is about competition.
That's all.
At least that's what it used to be. At least that's what it used to be. I don't know what it's about now.
It still is, but it's just the game is just switched up a little bit because a lot of money's involved and things. But look, there's still a through line. It's still, for the most part, young people trying to escape the misery of the hood. You know what I mean? Trying to get out of that goddamn that cookie box, that daggone, you know what I mean? Trying to get out of them walls. You know what I mean? So, like I still got love for the shorties. I don't hate on them. I feel like we need to bridge the gap, the generations, and if anything, connect with each other more. You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it is. And you're doing it with Rock the Bells Radio, man. Everybody, I go there and I can hear joints that I haven't heard in so long.
Yeah.
And it's fantastic. Like, and if my kids is in the car, my kids are grown now, and they know my old school flavor. They know, like, I could put on an old Treacherous 3 record and they would know the words. You know what I'm saying? Or I could play something that goes back that like Furious 5, rapper. What was that shit they had?
Super rapping.
The super rapping. I could play
Yeah,
that.
super rapping. Version number two. Version number two.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And they do those, man. So.
Sha-na-na. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
And you know,
MCs, disc jockeys.
You know? So me and Melly Mel is cool too, because I be, you know, me, Kaz, and Mel, and Kaz's assistant Puerto Rico, and we all just roll together a lot of times, you know what I'm saying? And Kaz got this thing called the Henny Crew. They all roll together. I roll with them. The Henny Crew, you know what I'm saying? But I don't really, I do my own thing.
Listen, I mean, it could be Henny or it could be, Chateau Petrus. You know what I mean? I mean, whatever.
That's
like,
how cool. That's how cool we let them.
Everybody sip. If they want to sip, take a sip, man. I mean,
it is.
Just take care of your health. You know what I mean?
Oh, man, I want to thank you for coming on my show tonight, man. I'm not going to hold you too much longer, man.
My pleasure, man.
Hey, everybody, that's my brother, LLCOOLJ.
Mike.
He's my man forever, you know what I'm saying? So from me and LL, take your left hand, put it on your right shoulder. Take your right hand, put it on your left shoulder. Give yourself a big hug from me, from L. We like to catch you later. It's the Mighty Mike C Show. Hip Hop Fundamental. L, thank you, bro.
Peace and love, baby.
Hey, bro, call me later on that.
I got you. I got you on the audition, NCISLA. I ain't gonna forget.
I'm ready.
Locked in, baby.
Hey, I'll talk to you later, bro. Y'all be good. Thank you for coming in and checking out the Mighty Mike C Show with me and LLCOOLJ. Peace.
If you want another awesome video in our Black Excellence series, check out the video right there next to me. I think you'll enjoy it. Continue to believe, and I'll see you there.